Let's pray. Father, thank you for the readings last night from the Old Testament, that you make provision for the reality of human sin and the separation it makes from you. And we know that we make final provision in Jesus. But as we think about the Old Testament tonight, we pray we will have a sense of your wisdom working through the whole process of the history of the people of God. And we will be encouraged to cry out for help and mercy in time of need. Ask this in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So I'm starting a series, a four-part series on the mercy of God. It's a big topic, so I've decided to do 4 weeks. This one's a bit of a background in the Old Testament. Next week, the teaching and life of Jesus. The third one's about the blood of the cross. And the last one's about mercy and judgment. Last time I preached here a couple of weeks ago, I wonder if you remember what I was talking about. It was about handed over by God, it was called, and it was a fairly heavy one. So there needs to be some sort of rounding out after talking about that. And the second thing that sort of stimulated me to think about the mercy of God was we had a prayer meeting, a firestorm prayer meeting here a couple of weeks ago, and one of the brothers was praying from Hebrews 12, which says, "You have come to Jesus, the mediator of the new covenant, to the sprinkled blood that speaks a better word than the blood of Abel. Now Abel's blood cried out for vengeance, but Christ's blood, which far exceeds the blood of Abel, cries out for mercy." And as I'll say as I go through this, we really need an outpouring of the mercy of God on the church and the nation. On the surface, the topic of mercy would seem to be very uncontroversial. Who can complain about mercy or criticise mercy? And the biblical terminology covers a whole range of words, actually, like pity, compassion, grace, and kindness. And they can all be translated as mercy. And you'll find different English translations have different ways of translating that, and the same word. Though there's probably quite a difference between pity, which tends to focus on feelings, and the mercy of God, which in the Bible stirs God up to take action, do so for the mercy. In different books of the Old Testament, the Lord's likened, particularly the prophets, to a nursing mother or a father whose inner parts move him to tender mercy towards the broken state of Israel. Overwhelmingly, the mercy of God answers to human misery. Right? If grace is for the guilty, this is a little bit of a simplification, but if grace is for the guilty, mercy is for the miserable. Now, people are miserable because they're guilty, whether that's objectively, that's how it is, or subjectively they feel it. But mercy is really for the miserable. And I'll keep coming back to this. We had this popular song tonight. It is popular in some circles. You might not know. It begins with, well, everyone needs compassion, a love that never failing, but let mercy fall on me. Now, I remember when I heard that song for the first time, it was with a group of Indigenous people, actually, and I thought, that is right. Instinctively, we know everybody needs compassion, and we want mercy to fall on us. Alright? Now, just as an aside, I think this is where Israel Folau and his famous post about people going to hell went wrong. Mercy triumphs over judgment. Much more powerful is mercy than judgment. But going back to the Old Testament is really permeated. There's a lot of stuff in the Old Testament with testimony to the limitless mercy of God. When Moses wanted to see the glory of the Lord, God declared himself to be the Lord, this is in Exodus 34, the Lord, a God merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness. In various places the declaration is made, God is merciful, with a mercy great out of all he's made. I've got a lot of references here. It's abounding mercy, and his mercy endures for how long? Forever. Well, we better believe that, else we're in trouble.
Forever and ever.
Forever and ever. For all the Old Testament saints, that's godly people in the Old Testament, deeply understood, mercy was central to the being of God. Okay. Now, Jonah explains why he didn't want to go to preach to the Ninevites in Jonah chapter 4. He says, "You are a gracious God and merciful, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love and relenting from disaster." He knew God was merciful. That's why he didn't want to be saved. And towards the end of David's life, he got a bit carried away with himself, and he numbered all the soldiers in Israel, which was saying, "I can depend on my army." So God said, "Right, pick your punishment. 3 years of famine, 3 months of fleeing your enemies, or 3 days of plague." Then it says, David said, "I am in great distress. Let us fall into the hand of the Lord, for his mercy is great, but let me not fall into the hand of man." Let's fall into the hands of the Lord, for his mercy is great. In the Old Testament, I think people are embarrassed by the Old Testament because it's so honest. It's uncomfortably direct when it comes to speaking of the fractured human condition. David says in a couple of the Psalms, "When I refused to confess my sin, my body wasted away, and I groaned all day long. Day and night your hand of discipline was heavy on me. My strength evaporated like water in the summer heat. Let the bones that you have broken rejoice." Now, he's not talking about literal bones. He's talking about his life. Without God's glory, human beings are in fearful pain, distress, anxiety, dread, torment, possessed by sin, caught in a vast network of evil, pressured by guilt and the threat of judgment, and crushed by divine wrath. Now, I think I've got some statistics next week about some of this strange condition. And we're talking about the Old Testament. The power, penalty, and pollution of sin is all pervasive. You know what I mean? All pervasive, it's everywhere. Right? The Old Testament writers were blunt about our total inability. There's a whole theology of total inability. I don't know if some of you can remember my teaching of total inability, but total inability to get ourselves out of final suffering and death. That's what the whole book of Ecclesiastes is about. Everything is empty and vain. We can't do anything about it. But thankfully, God initiates a mercy which is continually open to release the distress of his people. I don't think I need to go back over that, do I? No. Sin's serious, misery's enormous, but God's mercy is limitless. Okay. Now, in the book of Judges, which was a terrible time for the people of Israel, we read something very powerful about how the Lord feels about the effect of his own punishments on his people. You understand this? How God feels about his own punishments on his people. It says in Judges 10, he could bear Israel's misery no longer. He could bear Israel's misery no longer. Now, those people that think they're sort of like Jesus, a bit different from the God of the Old Testament, they don't read that. Because they actually don't read the Old Testament. He couldn't bear it any longer than, of course, God acts. As Israel's covenant partner, which means God was married to Israel, His heart carried her pain. This is Isaiah 63:9. In all their distress, he too was distressed. In his love and mercy, he redeemed them. It's very transparent. In the depths of his mercy, God repeatedly sets boundaries for his own anger. So this is what it says in Isaiah. For a mere moment I have forsaken you, but with great mercies I will gather you. Because they're in exile, right? With a little wrath I hid my face from you for a moment, but with everlasting kindness I will have mercy on you, says the Lord, your Redeemer. Well, that's God's essential nature, but we do know there's more in the Old Testament than this. When Israel utterly rebels, the prophets warn of a time of no mercy. I was listening to, what was it, Hosea? Yes. It's very, well, praise the Lord for Jesus. Right? There are times in the Old Testament of no mercy, no forgiveness. So Habakkuk, who knew destruction was coming, as a prophet, pleads before God. He says to God, in wrath, remember what? Mercy. Because it's God's essential nature to have mercy. Well, what about today? Well, pleas for mercy are not sort of like popular across the church. What is that saying? Well, it must be saying we suppose we don't need mercy like people under the Old Covenant. Now, there might be a whole range of reasons for that, but one has to do with how Israel's whole sacrificial system was right at the centre of their life and pointed to their need for atonement. The cry, I mean it was a cry, be merciful to me, O Lord, often comes up in the Psalms with a plea for forgiveness. It's mercy for forgiveness, you see. After the sin with Bathsheba, David, who should have been stoned, under the law, desperately petitions God. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your steadfast love, according to your abundant mercy, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. That's it, dealing with the power, the penalty, and the pollution of sin. All the prophets know God is essentially an atoning God, reconciling God, peacemaking God. So when we get into one of the most wonderful prayers in the Bible, Daniel 9, Daniel knows the time prophesied by Jeremiah for Israel to be released from captivity in Babylon has come. So he has an indelible sense of need for mercy on the nation from God. And here's a few parts of that prayer. He says, I turn my face to the Lord God, seeking him by prayer and pleas for mercy, with fasting, sackcloth and ashes. To the Lord our God belong mercy and forgiveness, for we have rebelled against him. All Israel has transgressed your law. The curse and oath that are written in the law of Moses, which is particularly like Deuteronomy 28, all these covenant curses, have been poured out upon us because we have sinned. It doesn't blame anybody else. Right? We've sinned. Now therefore, O our God, keep listening to this. Now therefore, O our God, listen to the prayer of your servant and his pleas for mercy, and for your own sake, O Lord, for God's reputation, make your face to shine upon your sanctuary, which was the temple that had been destroyed, which is desolate. O my God, incline your ear and hear. Open your eyes and see our desolation. And of course he knows that God knows everything. No? For we do not present our pleas before you because of our righteousness, but because of your great mercy. Now, okay, when we get to Jesus, we'll talk a bit about the resurrection probably. You want to see great mercy? There, that's all there. Oh Lord, hear. Oh Lord, forgive. Oh Lord, pay attention and act. Well, it's too many. Well, how can I say this? Some of the prayers are here. Not necessarily here, by the way. I wouldn't say that. But you know, they're sort of timid prayers. So he's saying, oh Lord, pay attention and act, delay not for your own sake, oh my God. So Daniel and all the prophets, they know the only hope for rebels against the law of God, is God's undeserved mercy. Right. Now, I want to talk a bit about the mercy seat, right, which was in the Exodus reading, although the New International Version doesn't call it the mercy seat, but rather bloodless slave calls it just the cover. But a lot of other translations do have mercy seat, which is, I think, preferable. At the heart of the divine provision, God made provision for mercy. At the heart of his provision is this so-called mercy seat. The sin of the people, that was the whole nation, was atoned for, covered over, taken out of God's sight, atoned for through the application of sacrificial blood on the cover of the ark on the Day of Atonement. Now this Day of Atonement ritual it's a lot of symbolism, really powerful symbolism. That's all about Jesus, but we can't get into that tonight. Over the ark, right, there was the cherubim. Over the ark, and between these angelic beings, right, in gold, rested the glory of God. This is where God met with his people, and from there, the Lord governed Israel with the ark as his footstool, like a king seated and so on, reigning. And this was also the site of God's worship. The psalmist talk about worshipping at his footstool. And that's what they're talking about. Everything was concentrated at this point. Now, what was inside the ark? This is where it gets a bit threatening. Inside the ark were the Ten Commandments, the tablets of the Ten Commandments, and they witnessed to the failure of the people of God to keep God's law, and so condemnation and the divine wrath. The old thing is, why are all these commandments in the negative? You shall not do this, you shall not. Because people do it all the time. Alright? And the negative form keeps people reminded that they keep breaking the law of God. But that's not the end. The sacrificial blood that was sprinkled on the mercy seat, which was over the tablets of the law, made this place the place where God's anger was turned away. That's what the blood did. Turned away the wrath of God over lawbreakers. God made provision for that. So the mercy seat was a symbol of the merciful power of God, and the place also where God, the King and the lawgiver, gave revelation. Revelation about his laws, which apart from atonement were completely unbearable. Now, if you look across the church, you'll see a lot of law breaking. I'm not talking about being saved by keeping the law of God. If you see a lot of law breaking, you must see behind that a failure to live in the power of the atoning blood of the cross. Simple as that. Now, this is all prophetically symbolised by this mercy seat, the glory of God, the tablets of the law which speak of sin. The mercy seat was a place of forgiveness in God's closest earthly presence. And, it was because he took in the blood and everything, the high priest wasn't annihilated. And it was a symbol that, to quote from James, who we'll get to later, but not tonight, mercy triumphs over judgment. Now, if mercy didn't triumph over judgment, there would have been no creation. God wouldn't have started. Right? But mercy does triumph over judgment. So the mercy seat mediated between the holiness of God and sin. Okay? Mercy, the blood was between God's holiness, holy nature, which is, now Habakkuk says, get back to that guy. It says about God, you have got purer eyes than to behold an evil. God is directly the opposite of evil. So between the holiness of God and human sin was all this provision with blood and mercy. And so the people, forgiven because of this atonement, could keep worshipping the Lord in His presence at a sanctuary, cleansed from the pollution of sin. That's what they did. That was their whole life. Our whole life revolved around that. Through the sprinkled blood of the Day of Atonement, God was favourable by His own provision to the vows and prayers of His people. This was a wonderful system. And there's lots and lots of gratitude in the Old Testament. You know, it comes out perhaps most clearly in Psalms. Because it was a system with the mercy seat, the atonement, and the blood of the high priest that was given by God's mercy to convey His mercy. How could you not believe that? Well, they presumed on it. Someone was speaking here, probably was on Tuesday night a few weeks ago, about the high places. But these high places, when God said, go into the land, you must destroy the high places. Because these high places on the hilltops and that were centers of idolatrous worship. And God said, you must destroy them without showing mercy. But they didn't. Because when they substituted pagan sacred sites for the God-designated place of holy worship in the temple, right? They went out to these high places to worship the idols instead of putting all their faith in God's system in the temple. They rejected the divinely appointed means of atonement. They rejected mercy. You know, the people had a love affair with their idols. To quote from Hosea chapter 4, this is God speaking, leave Israel alone because she is married to idolatry. You know when God's really speaking to a person because they struggle to let go of their idol. It's not an easy thing. They're wedded to, or they're joined to, or they're united to their idols. I was talking to someone recently about something, and it just came out. You know, it's really something he wants to do in his life. And I've advised him to do something in a certain way, and he hasn't done it. He's a foolish man. Fancy thinking I wouldn't remember. And after a while he said, yeah, I haven't done it because I'm afraid I might have to let it go. Sad. Right. So, because they're married to their idols, the Lord had to send them into Babylonian exile. Away, far away from priest, temple, and land. Now God has a strategy. His strategy is not to pour out wrath so as to annihilate people, but so that mercy might be remembered by the people and called forth by their pleas to the ever-open heart of God. Right? So God gave them the consequences of their idolatry. When they're in exile away from everything, they started to call out God. And we saw that wonderful example in Daniel chapter 9. If you don't know that prayer, go and look at it again. Wonderful. Now, because if you get into the prophets, this particularly Isaiah 28, 21, God God's judgment is actually called in Isaiah 28 his strange work, his alien work. Right? Alien means it's not like God, it's not his nature to be wrathful. Now, because the prophets got this, well, they understood that, exile could not be permanent. So they invoked the tender-hearted mercy of God. Now, okay, the book of Lamentations, we heard it tonight, in the midst of a Jerusalem. I mean, I was talking to someone this morning about the fire bombings of the churches, the cities in Germany. Have you ever seen some of that? It's like Hiroshima and all the rest. It's a complete ruin. And that was Jerusalem. The Babylonians set fire to the whole city. So in the midst of this ruin, this chap says this: the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. Now, how could they pray that? Because they knew the Lord. They knew that every one of his promises was true. So if you see the truth of the promises of God in judgment, then you also see the promises of God in mercy. Just because it's the same God. Right? It's not a double God. It's completely consistent because he is light and in him is no darkness at all. It doesn't know God on the right hand and God on the left hand, or there's something behind God which you can't see. You see everything in God in Christ, of course. Now, so his mercies that never come to an end, they're new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Well, look, it's the natural state of the people of God to experience mercy every day. Don't you think? Every day. Praise the Lord. Okay? So the faithful covenant God prophesies, he's always speaking through the prophets, he's prophesied a return from exile. This is what he says in Jeremiah. With weeping they shall come, and with pleas for mercy. With pleas for mercy I'll lead them back. I'll make them walk by brooks of water in a straight path in which they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn son. So God is a merciful Father whose mercies are without limit. And we're still in the Old Testament. Well, the history of Israel was always a broken history. But we have the prophets. And the prophets, to quote from Micah, knowing that God delights in mercy, yes, that's what it says, delights in mercy and forgiveness, the prophets predicted a time when the cycle of rebellion and grace and rebellion would end. A time of final mercy. And this is what it says in Zechariah. And this is what the Lord says. I will pour out a spirit of grace and pleas for mercy. Grace and pleas for mercy. So that when they look on me, you see the prophetic side of this when you hear it. When they look on me, on him whom they have pierced, which is about Jesus, they shall mourn for him as one mourns for an only child, and weep bitterly over him as one weeps over a firstborn. On that day there shall be a fountain opened for the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem to cleanse them from sin and uncleanness. But that's the pollution of sin, and blood always takes it away. And in that day, declares the Lord of hosts, I will cut off the names of the idols from the land. We're still waiting for that day, you know. Forgetting Christ is here. Right? Many idols. In that day, I will cut off the names of the idols from the land, and I also will remove from the land the spirit of uncleanness. Well, these were exciting prophecies. You know, when believers who read the Bible backwards, as all Christians should read the Bible backwards, read these prophecies, they should get so excited. Now, I'm not going to put out a quiz, but if you haven't read the prophets recently, Go back and read the prophets. Because I'll tell you, someone who did read the prophets, and every time he read the prophets, he saw himself. And it moved his heart powerfully to fulfill his commission to be the atoning sacrifice for the sins of the whole world. Right? It's all there. It's not complicated. Everything that had ever been symbolised by the cleansing and atoning rituals of the mercy seat, Day of Atonement, would finally be true for the people of God. And that was a great hope. That hope we know has been realised in Jesus. Well, maybe come to the conclusion. The psalmists speak unapologetically about their great need for mercy. Quote, "Behold, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their master, as the eyes of a maidservant to the hand of her mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God until he has mercy on us." Praise the Lord. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am weak. Now, people that are strong never pray for mercy. Have mercy on me. I think they're strong. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am weak. Heal me, for my bones are troubled. That this thing I talked about, misery, right? Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am in trouble. My eyes waste away with grief, yes, my soul and my body. Right? Because the things that the Old Testament people understood, that God was involved in everything. They didn't have these problems like we do, like here's a spiritual part of life, here's a religious part of life, and here's the rest. They didn't divide up reality like that. This is a very Western modern problem. Well, that's all that stuff, crying out for mercy, very clear in the Old Testament. But do we realise that God's today have been struck by his justice, so we too might be moved to appeal for mercy? Right? It doesn't change. There is a gift of distress that earnestly calls out for the divine favour. That's not just any distress. There's a gift of distress. You know, and this all comes from Jesus, who in the Garden of Gethsemane was appealing to his Father. There's a gift of distress that calls out for divine favour. One of the old theologians challenges us, who says, with us, mercy belongs to our spare time. Something like you see someone who's down and out and you help them out. Right? You see someone who's miserable in the gutter and you help them out. He says mercy belongs to our spare time. But with God, it's his business. It's the very nature of God to have mercy. The mercy of God is so near and so great that we often cannot see it. Understand that? Yeah? The mercy of God is so near and so great that we often can't see it. Many Christians, however, have never really felt the majesty of God's mercy. You know, majesty is something high and lofty and, well, it's majestic. God's mercy is unspeakably wonderful. And many Christians, I mean, they're pedestrian. You know what I mean by pedestrian? They just walk through life. But the majesty, God's mercy is majestic. Well, in Christ it certainly is. And since the mercy of God is felt most acutely in his treatment of sin, the church needs a new revelation of forgiveness. That's about the gospel. Okay, when God really says you're forgiven and you experience the power of the blood cleansing you, then you're impacted by the weightiness of mercy.
Amen.
Now, I'm not really a liturgical person, but there is Here I've got one of the, what we call collects, of what Anglicans use in the prayer book. This one goes like this. It's one of my favourites. It says, "O God, you declare your almighty power chiefly in showing mercy and pity. Grant us the fullness of your grace, that we, running to obtain your promises," not walking to obtain, right? Running to attain your promises. If you have a revelation of mercy, you'll run to attain the promises. Right? Now, if someone doesn't believe that, well, they don't believe in Jesus. Alright? So we may become partakers of your heavenly treasure. Treasure. Through Jesus Christ our Lord, who lives and reigns with you in the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. Amen. So get this? You declare your almighty power chiefly in showing mercy. This is true, brothers and sisters. I'm carrying on going on. But such is the nature of the topic, Chris. And I've had a week off. All right. Well, what should we pray about? Maybe you should ask the Lord about our high places. Things we put before God. These might be family things. They could be financial things. They could be sport. They could be prosperity. They could be the church. Is often a high place, religion. Leisure, ministry, it's terrible, people. That's very common. So that becomes an idol. And we should ask the Lord how he feels about these things, because, well, they will grieve him if they're high places in our lives. And maybe in his kindness, God will share the burden of his heart and the state of our hearts, so that moved by his grief, we might call out for his mercy. Let me pray. It's the Lord our God, long mercy and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against the Lord our God. And Lord, thank you that we can really be rested, really settled and really confident that we have a merciful Father, a merciful high priest, and these are wonderful things. Speak to us where we struggle to trust in your mercy, where we struggle to believe your mercies are new every morning and your faithfulness is great. Speak to us by the Spirit, we pray. Not only that we will experience your mercy, but all these struggling people, inside and outside the church. Oh, there might be a revival of mercy. In Jesus' name.
Amen.